From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Armadillos and the Mexico City Diablos. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
KJ Hamler on the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Love now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And touchdown! Gerald Everett, 59 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Third and long, it's Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it with Snell. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd and long for Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Armadillos 7, Diablos 0.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
55, mark out, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They snap it to Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White, and as a result, possession switches hands. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action this time with Love. He'll go up. Oh, wide open. Complete.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for the touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 63 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy?
On second down, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, Taylor now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Taylor. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. George Kittle, 40 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Armadillos 14, Diablo 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week one. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, going to the air with Love. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. His throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Love now to pass on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Love to pass. That's complete to Mooney. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man Hamler. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now fourth.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
Field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Diablos 21, Armadillos 17. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
56, right there, 56.
Second down, Love. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Austin.
On play action, Love to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good.
And what a big-time play there. 44 yards.
23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, 4 down.
Now it's Herbert. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Diablos 28, Armadillos 17. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. 3rd and long for Love. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
56 is Mike.
Throwing again. Love. And this will be caught by Mooney. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 20. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Complete.
25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Love looking to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now in Mexico City, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle here to Brown. 20, 10, touchdown. Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Love from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
He was brought down.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Love now on 2nd down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Broke off by A.J. Terrell. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line. They
run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The 35-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
On 3rd and 1, love to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Final score, Diablos.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Austin, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.